Hi guys, what are we gonna do today? I bet you can guess. We're gonna make these cute snowflake stars. They can be whatever you want. And I just added this to the front, but I'm gonna show you the basics of how to do this and give you some ideas how to transform it into a few other things. Let's get started. So what you're gonna need for this project is you're gonna need six 6x6 squares of a heavy paper. It doesn't need to be cardstock, but sometimes book paper is really a little too flimsy unless it's really strong book paper. So after you've cut your 6 pieces of a 6x6 paper, you're going to fold it in half, and now you have a triangle. You're gonna take your template and lay it over the top. You can either draw it or just slice where that is. So whatever works best for you. Just gonna hold it, and you can reuse your template over and over. You need to hold it tightly so it doesn't slide. And you don't want to cut further than your template line. Okay, so now we are going to fold this. And you're gonna slice all 6 of them the same. The one thing you want to keep mindful of is that when you start this project, you want to start on the same side. So this side is darker, this side is lighter. So you want to make sure you start on the same side. So I have this one folded in, and I'm going to do it the same way on all of them. So this dark triangle is folded in. Then you will turn it over and grab your next 2 center pieces and staple them. And it's important that you continually turn your piece over. And turn it over. Then turn it over one last time and staple the last one. Do all 6 the same way. And when you get that done, we'll get to the next step. So you're gonna take 3 of the ones that you did, put the other 3 aside for a moment, and we're going to line them up so they are symmetrical going the same way. And as you can see, when you folded the last one, the brown is showing on the top. So when you turned it over, it's white next, then brown, then white, and the center is the brown. Now, the easiest way to line them up symmetrically is look at the center and see where your triangles are, and you want them all facing towards the right. So you can see all 3 of these are lined up exactly the same way. Now what I'm going to do is take the 3 tips and put them together and staple maybe 1/4 inch down to hold them together. Now the 2 spots where they touch, you will see right here and here, you will staple those together. So we have half of our snowflake star. Now do the other 3 the exact same way. So when you have your 2 pieces done, we're gonna put them together, and same thing. This is facing towards the right, so all the way around is the same. You're gonna take the 2 center pieces, and you really could do one at a time. I just found this works easiest, is take the 2 pieces, staple them together in the center, and once again, where the 2 edges touch, at this bottom one, staple that, and staple that one. Reinforce it. If you're gonna be hanging it, you just don't want your paper to rip after you put all this work into it. So I'm just using some paper reinforcers or hole reinforcers. And I am gonna line one up at the top and punch a hole. And I will line my other one on the other side. And then when I put my sari silk or cording or whatever I want to do, I can just put it right through there. And this is the one I had on my book paper. But you can see you can take any of these designs and add them to your front. And I'm going to show you how I just cut it out. And so you can just cut all your little pieces out and use them. Decide what you like, but even if you don't use it for this, use it for a different one. You get a lot of great elements in this. So these are some of the fun pieces, and there's even some words and some other fun things you could use. But I am just going to use these and put them together, add a fun word, and we'll put a little glitter on it. I think I used Noel. I'm just gonna kind of layer them how I think I may like them, first of all. I think I'm also gonna cut the Santa out and show you just a different look, and we'll just do him up at the same time to show you how you could put something else in the center there. So what I wanted to do on the birds is I just really wanted to glitter just parts of the wings. So I'm gonna very, very carefully just try to see if I can just spray part of the wings. And I'm using this vintage mica glitter. You can get it at almost any craft store. I also have it on my shop page, but you can find it online, Amazon, craft stores, or you can use any type of glitter or no glitter. I think the spray adhesive is a little easier for this project, and that's why I use it, but you could just use regular old Mod Podge or glue. Let these dry. And on my flower, I just did the edges right here. And I think I'm even gonna do some of his beard. Doesn't everybody have glitter in their beard? Gonna let this dry a second, we'll put it together. Okay, since I am already glittering, let's just do it, guys. Let's just do a light spray here. And I am just going to sprinkle this around, just enough to give it a little oomph. So the star is even pretty, even if you add nothing else to it. You can just add some glitter and hang them, and they're just beautiful. And if you have lights on, every time they move, you'll see a little bit of a sparkle. So after your glitter is dried, you can, if you want your bird or any of your elements to curl, you can kind of just roll them and they'll curl really nicely. I could have glued these together, but I kind of wanted them to be set apart a little. So all I am doing with these is just adding a little piece of masking tape to the back, but you can finish it any way you want. Because if I would have glued it all the way down, they would seem completely stuck together, and I like it that they come apart a little bit. I'm just gonna add my little flower in here like that, and same thing, just kind of line up where I want it. Turn it over carefully. And if you're really concerned about the back, you could just add like a big circle or a square and put it over the back of this. Get our star and just add this on here. Now with this, you can either just staple it to here or just add some tape and tape it to your project, or staple it, whatever you'd prefer. So whatever you've got around, use, whether it's staples, tape, glue, whatever you would like. Here we go, and then I'm going to just add my sari silk to the top. I did this little Santa that I tore out and put on here. I think I'm gonna put it on the other side. I don't think it's so big that it'll really take away from the image on the other side, but at least you can see a couple different looks you can get by using different images. So guys, I hope you thought this was as easy as it really is. So whether you just do the snowflake star, or you add a fun piece to it, or another fun piece to it, or whatever you add to it, this is really fun and simple for any occasion. Just to recap, you're gonna cut 6 6x6 sheets of some sort of paper you wanna use. So you fold your paper in half, you lay your template on top, you do all your slices. Don't forget when you start folding, however you're gonna start with the center, do it the same on all the sheets. But you start in the center, fold in, turn over, staple, and keep repeating till you get to the end. Put the first 3 together, then do the next 3, put them all together, and embellish it however you'd like. So this one we did use the doves, and I just tore some paper out and added it and used some glitter. And the Santa's here. This is so pretty because you could use the flowers for other occasions. You could use just the doves. You could have a hand with a big letter coming out. So I think this paper is very, very versatile. You know what? You can find images on Pinterest, on anywhere of whatever you would like to put on. And here were a few others that we had that I thought could be fun. on any occasion, whether you did it for fall and did a wreath in pine cones or acorns, you could do that also. And I think she would be gorgeous also. But whatever you do, have fun.